everybody, Simastic this here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, guess where I went? To another Goodwill. Got a lot of great titles, so let's get right down to it. The first thing I picked up were 3 CD soundtracks, first one being the soundtrack to Philadelphia. There's a few decent songs on here, but for the most part, I'm not really into most of the songs on here, but it's a great movie, and I own the movie, so got it on the soundtrack. Next was the soundtrack to Indecent Proposal. Really not a single song on here I enjoy, but again, own the movie, got it on the soundtrack. And the last soundtrack was the soundtrack to Boomerang. This is another soundtrack that features more music that I'm really not all that into. Now, I actually do not own this movie yet, but I am going to pick it up very soon, possibly this week or next week, if Best Buy still has a copy of it in stock. But I'm definitely picking this one up ASAP. I hear it's good, so had to get the soundtrack. So now into the cinema. Picked myself up 2 DVDs, first one being Amadeus. Got this for $1.97. Great deal. This is one of those movies I've wanted to see for a very long time because I've heard great things about this movie. Won a boatload of awards, so I'm definitely looking forward to watching this. For $1.97, it was a steal. And the other DVD I picked up was The Freshman, also for $1.97, brand new, unopened, great deal. Simply getting this just replaced my VHS copy. However, I've still yet to watch this movie, so now that I have it on DVD, definitely look forward to checking it out. Then I picked up 5 VHS tapes, 3 of them being Ranma 1.5. I got You Bet Your Dojo, Great Expectations, and The Headmaster from Hell. Now, I've actually yet to watch any of my Ranma 1.5 tapes. I do have a few other VHS tapes of this. I just have yet to get around to watching it, but I've heard it's a great, fantastic anime series, so I definitely look forward to checking these out. Got these for 10 cents a piece, great deal. Then I say the best for last. The last 2 VHS tapes I picked up are from a great animated series from the early 90s, never released a DVD, and that is The Cowboys of Mesa. This is awesome. I got The Legend of Skull Duggery and also a really weird title, Bang 'em High. I don't know what that means, but awesome. I used to watch this all the time when I was a kid, but it's one of those series that even though I used to watch a lot, for some reason I only remember bits and pieces of the episodes. I don't really remember all that much, so I really look forward to sitting down and watching these so it could all come back to me. I just remember loving this when I was a kid, so Cowboys of Mesa, fantastic, for 10 cents a piece. An amazing deal. Like I said, these have not been released as a DVD. I hope someday they do get a DVD release, although I guess it would kind of take away from the excitement of finding these VHS tapes, but still, I hope they get a DVD release eventually. I absolutely love this series. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's great, early 90s animation. Love it. For 10 cents a piece, this was a fantastic find. So that's it for what I bought today, so now it's what I watched. And the first time I checked out was Hall Pass. A mediocre comedy. It's nothing really special, but it was funny. I did laugh all the way through it, and it was enjoyable. If you like other mediocre comedies that have been put out recently, then I'd recommend checking it out. The story, it's okay. These 2 fellas here, they end up getting hall passes from their wives. Their wives are trying to kind of teach them a lesson, and the hall pass basically says that for a week, you're not married. You can go off, do whatever you want, cheat, hook up with other women, you know, whatever you want to do, you're not married for this week. Go have fun, basically. And it's really to teach them a lesson. They figured if they gave them this hall pass, they would learn how much their wives mean to them and all that stuff. But anyway, the hilarity ensues from there. I guess I won't give anything away, but I don't know. Like it's a movie. It's Hall Pass. It's not like I'd be spoiling much, but it was a decent movie. Again, nothing special, very mediocre. But as far as comedies go, it was enjoyable, and I'd recommend checking it out. Again, if you like other mediocre comedies that have been put out recently, then you'll probably enjoy it. So Hall Pass, again, nothing special, but enjoyable. And the last time I watched tonight was Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Oh my god, do I ever love this movie. This is about my 100th time seeing this film. I'll watch it 100 more. It is brilliant. It's one of the most dark, twisted movies I've ever seen. And I watch a ton of horror. I watch a lot of pretty dark and twisted movies, but this one is just brutal. The scene where Sweeney Todd here just beats Pirelli to death with the kettle, just, there's so much anger and intensity in that. I mean, it's not like he just decks him and the guy falls down and oh, he's dead. No, he beats him and beats him. It's like a 30-minute scene of him just, or a minute, yeah, that'd be awesome. 30-second scene of him just beating this guy to death with a kettle. I mean, I know it's kind of creepy for me to say, but it's amazing. I mean, watching it, I'm just in awe of the just intensity of that scene. Sweeney Todd slitting people's throats. I mean, just the blood gushing out, just how much, I mean, he digs into their throats. It's not just like he's like, you're dead, like in other movies. No, he's really slashing into them. The scene where he kills the judge, he's just stabbing him to death. I mean, if you're into dark, twisted stuff, if you really want to see some brutal killings, I mean, if that's the thing you're into, and frankly, from a guy who loves horror movies, I'm into pretty gruesome killings and movies, this one offers some great ones. I mean, a whole song featured, or a whole song about eating people and what they would taste like in pies. It's a song about eating people. I mean, holy hell, I can't get enough of this movie. A lot of people kind of sort of went either way with this movie. I knew a lot of my friends and I also saw a lot of reviewers saying they either loved it or they were saying they hated it. But it seems that a lot of people were saying they didn't like this movie because it was a musical. So I guess it just seems that like, it seems that maybe like 90% of the people who did not like this movie said, oh, I didn't like it because of all the singing. It's like, well, it's a musical. That's what it is. So if you don't like musicals, then no, you're going to absolutely hate this movie. It's mostly all singing. I mean, it's pretty much, I don't know, maybe like 80% all in song. So if that's something you're against, then yeah, you're not going to like this movie. But if you like musicals and you like really dark, twisted movies, I mean, it even features some like, you know, some little like funny moments too, but it's really dark, twisted, funny moments. Yeah, I love this movie. I can't say enough about it. I mean, just like I said, if dark, twisted movies are your thing and you don't mind musicals, this is one to check out. I remember when I first saw this coming out too, I wasn't quite sure how Johnny Depp was going to do singing. I remember that was the big thing going around when they announced this movie and they were showing previews for it. A lot of people were like, oh, Johnny Depp singing? I wonder how that's going to be for a whole movie. But he does pretty well. It's not bad. In fact, everybody who sings this movie, they do a great job. So again, I would definitely recommend this movie. It is fantastic if you don't mind musicals and you want to see something extremely twisted and dark. In fact, my wife hates this movie actually because of how just dark and disturbing. She called it disturbing. She said it's the most disturbing movie she's ever seen. And I watch a lot of horror movies with her. I force her to watch a lot of horror movies. So for her to say this is the most twisted, just disturbing movie she's ever seen, I mean, that's kind of saying something. So again, check this one out. It is fantastic. So that's it for what I bought when I watched that. Definitely looking forward to listening to those soundtracks. Also watching Amadeus. Really looking forward to that. I hear that's a great movie. The Freshman, now they have it on DVD. Definitely going to check that one out. The Ranma 1.5, I really need to sit down and finally watch some of those episodes. And best of all, Cowboys and Mesa. Really looking forward to checking those out. I love that series from when I was a kid. It's great. I can't wait to check those out. Hall Pass, like I said, it was mediocre, but it was funny, worth checking out if you like mediocre comedies. Definitely see it. And Sweeney Todd, it's amazing. Probably, well, it's definitely one of my favorite movies. I mean, not necessarily in my top 10, but definitely up there on the scale of great movies just because of how dark and twisted it is. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what I bought and what I watch tomorrow. See ya.